Devastating wildfires in Canada. In the Canadian province of Alberta, intense wildfires have engulfed the city of Jasper and damaged part of Jasper National Park, a popular tourist destination known for its scenic drives, mountain ranges, and emerald lakes. The fire has become the largest in Jasper National Park in the past 100 years. Everything happened very quickly. Due to the approaching fire, an urgent evacuation was declared on the evening of July 22nd. About 20,000 park visitors and 5,000 residents of Jasper were forced to flee in the dark, with no time to prepare. In just a few hours, the fire ravaged the city. Entire streets were burned to the ground. Out of 1,113 buildings, 358 were destroyed by the fire. Several bridges around the city and throughout the national park were also damaged, including the Moberly Bridge and the old Fort Point Bridge.
That side of the street they had sprinklers. Everywhere else, nothing but chimneys standing.
A drop in temperature and rain in the region on Thursday somewhat eased the work of firefighters who were battling the flames. However, as of Saturday, July 27th, the status of the wildfire in Jasper National Park was still classified as out of control. The fire's area is estimated to be about 88,000 acres. This is every community's worst nightmare, noted Alberta Premier Danielle Smith, holding back tears. Other municipalities across the country were also on alert. Powerful storm in Europe. A powerful storm hit the Baltic region on the evening of July 28th. In the central regions of Latvia, hundreds of trees were broken and building roofs were torn off. In Riga, street structures, vehicles, traffic lights, and trolleybus wires were damaged.
Ugunsdzēsējiem bijuši vairāk nekā 3300 izsaukumi par nolauztiem kokiem vai citiem.
Basements, yards, and streets were flooded. Thousands of households were left without electricity. By noon on July 29th, the cyclone had dumped 4.53 inches of rainfall on the capital, which is 1.5 times the monthly norm for July. In two places, heavy rainfall flooded ground floor apartments, and residents were evacuated. Numerous reports also came in of vehicles damaged by fallen trees. In Vilnius, Lithuania's capital, firefighters received hundreds of emergency calls due to fallen trees, damaged vehicles, and flooded roads and fields. A woman in the city died due to a fallen tree.
Твою мать, а?
According to the Lithuanian Hydrometeorological Service, catastrophic rains fell in three cities, Šiauliai, Telšiai, and Laukuva, amounting to over 3.54 inches in 12 hours, which is the monthly norm for precipitation in just half a day. Several flights in Vilnius and Kaunas were cancelled or redirected to other airports in Lithuania. There were also delays and cancellations on the railway network. In Poland, the harshest weather was observed in the north and center of the country. Wave heights reached 4.92 feet, causing 18 boats to capsize on the lakes. Strong winds also knocked down power lines, leaving about 30,000 consumers without electricity. In Poland, 2 people died, and 2 others were injured due to the storm. In the Kaliningrad region of Russia, several municipalities were left without power due to the cyclone. On the Curonian Spit, wind-blown trees blocked the roadway. In Belarus, the Grodno and Minsk regions suffered the most. Here, the storm also knocked down hundreds of trees, damaged houses, and power lines.
Да, машине очень не повезло.
In one village in the Kobran district of the Brest region, a wind gust destroyed a 46-foot-high metal water tower, leaving 10 apartment buildings and 61 private homes without water. Catastrophic wildfires in California. California is battling 16 active wildfires, including the Park Fire, which started on July 24th in a municipal park in Chico in the northern part of the state. It has already become the 5th largest wildfire in California's history. As of July 31st, the Park Fire had grown to 611 square miles, which is 12 times the size of San Francisco and larger than the city of Los Angeles. The fire has caused fire tornadoes and reached Lassen Volcanic National Park, which is currently closed.
Oh my God, man. Blessed Mother, watch over us. Have your cloak of blue around us. Shield.
On Saturday, the park reported on Facebook that the fire was approaching its western edge. Smoke from the fire continues to be a problem. On Thursday morning, air tanker flights intended to fight the fire were delayed due to poor visibility. The fire has already damaged more than 480 buildings, and 47 people have been injured. Another fire in Southern California, the Burrell Fire, quickly spread through the historic mining town of Havila. It left behind burned buildings and vehicles. In 6 days, the fire destroyed more than 59,000 acres of land. About 2,000 people were ordered to evacuate. As of July 30th, wildfires in California had burned an astonishing 751,000 acres across the state. This is 29 times more than last year. Fires are also raging in Colorado. In the mountainous Front Range area, several wildfires threaten popular tourist towns. Authorities have ordered the evacuation of hundreds of residents. The Stone Canyon Fire, burning near the town of Lyons, has claimed 1 life. The fire covers an area of more than 2.5 square miles. Evacuations continue in the extensive area northeast of Lyons. As of August 1st, the fire was only 20% contained, and 4 firefighters were injured while battling the blaze. The quarry fire broke out on the outskirts of Denver in Jefferson County. On July 31st, the fire's area was less than 1 square mile, but due to temperatures around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it is expected to grow further. The Lake Shore fire started on Wednesday, July 31st, near Gross Reservoir in Boulder County. It became the fourth fire in a week along the Front Range in Colorado. By Thursday morning, the fire's area was between 6 and 8 acres. The Alexander Mountain Fire, which began on July 29th west of the city of Loveland, covers more than 7,600 acres and was only 1% contained as of August 1st. About 450 firefighters are working to extinguish the fire, despite thick smoke hampering visibility and aviation efforts to drop water from the air. Firefighters are focused on protecting infrastructure and residential areas. Evacuations continue in areas west of Loveland. In Wyoming, the Pleasant Valley Fire, which started from a lightning strike on haystacks, flared up again on July 30th and merged with another fire, crossing Highway 26. As a result, the town of Hartville, which was under threat of being engulfed by the fire, was evacuated. Large fires are also raging in other states, including Oregon, Idaho, Washington, and Montana. This year, nearly 7,000 square miles of forest have burned, significantly exceeding the 10-year average. Deadly typhoon Amy. At the end of July, the third typhoon of the year, Amy, affected many regions in Southeast Asia and China. The Philippines and Taiwan were hit first. The storm moved from west to northwest through China, bringing heavy rains and winds. After passing through Fujian, Amy moved into the provinces of Jiangxi and Hubei. Its intensity gradually weakened and ceased. However, its residual circulation continued to affect the Yangtze, Songliao, and other river basins until the 31st. A total of 282 rivers experienced floods of varying scales. Some exceeded warning levels, and some experienced the largest floods since data measurements began. On July 28th, Linzheng in Jilin province experienced the largest flood in its history, with water levels rising more than 19.7 feet above normal. In Liaoning province, northeastern China, more than 46,000 residents were evacuated. Some of the most severe consequences were felt by residents of Hunan province, where torrential rains fell from July 26th. More than 20 counties and cities in Hunan province broke rainfall records. In the city of Zixing, Chenzhou urban area, rainfall exceeded the historical maximum, resulting in 4 deaths and 3 missing persons. In Yangqing County, 3 people died while inspecting the situation with mountain floods. In the Nanyue district of Hengyang City, Hunan province, a serious landslide occurred, killing 15 people and injuring 6 others. The landslide, caused by a sudden flood, swept away a 1-story hotel. The Wanshui River, a primary tributary of the Shang River, exceeded its historical maximum water level. In Zhengzhou, dams burst in 3 sections, resulting in the emergency evacuation of about 4,000 people. As of August 1st, in Hunan province, 118,030 people were affected by the catastrophic impact of Typhoon Gami, 1,510 houses were damaged, and 1,345 roads were destroyed.
7月28号，活人水库8孔齐放。
According to the latest data, 30 people died and 35 are missing. Although China possesses advanced technologies, they are insufficient to combat the intensifying disasters.
现在这是太平湾水电站放水，这个雾太大看不清楚，好像这应该是。
Moreover, the loss of this country's potential could be disastrous for all humanity. What is most alarming is that destructive cataclysms will not be limited to China. If urgent extraordinary measures are not taken, climate disasters will engulf the entire planet in the coming years. The forecast that territories of several countries, including China, will become uninhabitable in the coming years has caused a wide public resonance and heated discussion. Despite some scientists' attempts to ignore this forecast, the number of skeptics is decreasing as reality increasingly confirms its high probability. To learn more, visit the international forum, Global Crisis. The responsibility. Tell others about it, so as many people as possible understand what is happening to our planet and what awaits us in the future.